Welcome back, Mustangs. It's another week here, but this is our second to last week of school. And in 2 weeks, it is summer break. Can you believe it? The time has flown by. And this whole time, I know I have been missing my kids so much. And I know that Miss Tapia and Miss Price miss their kids so much. So we really still miss you. And even over summer, I know we're going to be missing you guys. But let's make the most of the time that we have left together. Today, we are going to read a beautiful book. It is such a great book. It was recommended to me by Miss Wilkie. A lot of you know Miss Wilkie. I'm really excited to read it. While we're reading it, we're going to be practicing our grade 8 strategies. But we're going to be doing that today in a way that readers normally do it. So last week, we spent a lot of time writing down each of our strategies. Today, we're going to spend a lot of time thinking about these strategies, sharing them with a partner, but not so much writing them, because normally readers won't stop and write down each strategy they're doing, but they will stop and think about these strategies. So we're going to try that this week. So all you'll need for today's lesson is a turn and talk partner. My turn and talk partner is this awesome stuffy dog who looks a lot like my dog, Woodby, so his name is also Woodby, but I'm naming him Woodby the second, because I would have Woodby the first. So go grab your turn and talk partner, and then we'll get started. Go ahead. Okay, so now you have your turn and talk partner. Let's look at our objective today to get started. It says, I can use the grade 8 reading strategies as I read to better understand and enjoy my book. So same objective as of last week. We're thinking about these grade 8 reading strategies, and we're doing them because it really helps us stop, think about what we're reading, and that helps us to understand our book way better, and also helps us to be able to enjoy the book even more. So last Friday, I taught you this song that I was working on that I was so excited about. We're going to try it again. I've been practicing it a few times. I hope you might have had it stuck in your head and maybe you were practicing it too. You ready to try it together? Okay, if I'm looking down, it's because I got the lyrics here. I'm still learning this song. Here we go. The grade 8. The grade 8. If I can do 8 every time, my reading will be so sublime. Predict, visualize, self-monitor, and clarify. Ask questions. Ask questions. Infer, connect, summarize, evaluate, synthesize. What makes readers great? The grade 8. The grade 8. Woo! Nice job! Hopefully you remember that better than I did. I totally forgot my gesture for ask questions, but that makes sense. Ask questions. Just like we know in writing, when we say a question mark, we say, And in reading, we make our voice go up. Okay, awesome. So now we've sang our song. We are ready to read our beautiful new book, Me and Woodby the Second. We're very excited to read this book. He's going to sit by here. This book is called The Proudest Blue, a story of hijab and family. It's written by an Olympic medalist, Ibtihaj Muhammad, with S.K. Ali, and the art is Hatem Ali. Now, you might have seen a lot of this before where there's 2 authors and it says with. That means they worked together to write this story, which is probably what made it even extra good. So, we're going to read this story today. We're going to practice the grade 8 strategies. We're going to do 4 of them today. And we're just going to spend a lot of time turning and talking to our partner about our ideas. The Proudest Blue. So I'm going to read on the inside the blurb. And then we're going to ask questions. That's going to be our first strategy. So listen carefully. This blurb on the inside of the jacket tells me a sneak preview about the book. And then I'm able to kind of start wondering. The first day of wearing hijab is important. It means being strong. With her new backpack and light-up shoes, Faiza knows the first day of school is going to be special. It's the start of a brand new year. And best of all, it's her older sister, Asia's first day of hijab. Made of a fabric of beautiful blue, like the ocean waving to the sky. But not everyone sees hijab as beautiful, and in the face of hurtful, confusing words, Faiza will find new ways to be strong. Okay, so now that you have an idea of what this book is going to be about, what are you wondering? What are you wondering? Turn and tell your partner a question, or as many questions as you have, about the book. What are you wondering? Go ahead. Okay, so when I was talking to Would-Be the Second, I told him that I was wondering what hurtful things will happen to Faiza. What will she do to be strong? The book jacket told me that things might be happening in this story. I'm wondering what things are going to happen and how will she be strong? Okay, me and Would-Be the Second are ready to start reading. I wonder what questions you asked. I'm sure you asked some really good questions. The Proudest Blue, a story of hijab and family. Mama holds out the pink. Mama loves pink. But Asya shakes her head. I know why. Behind the counter is the brightest blue, the color of the ocean. If you squint your eyes and pretend there's no line between the water and the sky. It's the first day hijab. Asya knows it. I know it. We're sisters. The next day, I wait. A new backpack, new light-up shoes. I feel special. I feel like twirling. Asya comes out of the house, and I stop. It's the most beautiful first day of school ever. Okay, we're going to do another one of our Grade 8 strategies. We are going to connect. I want you to try to make a text to self connection right now. Have you ever felt the way that Faiza is feeling on this page? So Faiza, she says, a new backpack, new light-up shoes. I feel special. I feel like twirling. And remember, it's the first day of school. So have you ever felt like this on the first day of school? If not, how have you felt on the first day of school? Make a connection to how Faiza is feeling. Go ahead. So when I was reading this part, I was making a connection to how I used to feel. I said, this reminds me of how I used to feel on the first day of school. I was excited to have new things and to see my friends. I think she is excited too. So remember, friends, deep connections, we want to have those instead of surface level connections. I can think about how I felt, but always bring it back to the text. I felt excited on the first day of school, so I think the character in the text also feels excited because there's a lot of evidence that shows me that. I'm so excited to hear what your connections were. I wonder if you felt like Asya, or maybe you don't feel excited, maybe you feel nervous, and that's okay too. We can still make a connection. I'm walking with a princess, so I pretend I'm one too. But even princesses have to stop to cross the street. Asya takes my hand in hers, says, "Come on, Faiza." We speed walk it. 14 steps, 14 light-ups to get across. Asya takes me to my line first, hugs me goodbye. I turn to watch her leave, give a little curtsy to the princess going to the 6th grade area. She's easy to see. Her hijab smiles at me the whole way. My first day hijab is going to be blue too. Okay, we're going to do another strategy. We're going to visualize. I'm going to read this page again. And I don't want you to draw it. I really want you to think. Remember, when we visualize, we think, what do we see? But we also think, what do we smell? What do we hear? What do we feel? Think of your 5 senses. So I was visualizing a lot of those other senses. I was visualizing, what do I hear? What would I feel if I was Faiza right now at school? So I'm going to read it again. Asya takes me to my line first, hugs me goodbye. I turn to watch her leave, give a little curtsy to the princess going to the 6th grade area. She's easy to see. Her hijab smiles at me the whole way. My first day hijab is going to be blue too. Okay, so go ahead and turn and tell your partner, what did you visualize? Not just what you saw, but how could you imagine feeling, and what do you imagine hearing too? Go ahead. Okay, so Whitby the second told me that he was able to visualize a lot. Just from the words, but even from the picture helps him visualize. He doesn't just stop at what he sees on the page. He added more than what he could see on the page. And he said that he visualized Asya dropping Faiza off, giving her a hug. He also said he heard lots of kids shouting happily, and he was feeling happiness and excitement. So he's really feeling some of these first day of school feelings. And that's such a great thing to use in your visualizing. Would be the second. Great job. Wow. I wonder if you visualize some of the same things. Let's keep going. What's that on your sister's head? The girl in front of me whispers. A scarf, I whisper back. I don't know why a whisper came out. I try again, louder now. A scarf, hijab. Oh, she whispers. Okay, friends, there's a lot of interesting things happening on this page, and this is a big time that the author doesn't tell us exactly what's happening. We need to infer, make a smart guess. So we're going to do our fourth and final grade 8 strategy for today's lesson. I want you to infer, why do you think that Faiza whispered at first in the beginning when the other little girl asks, what's that on your sister's head? A scarf, I whisper back. Why do you think she whispers? And then she says, I don't know why a whisper came out. I try again, louder now. A scarf, hijab. Okay, we have to infer. Try to understand how she's feeling. How is Faiza feeling? Why does she whisper at first? You can turn and tell your partner, I think, because. I think she whispered because. Go ahead. Okay, so for this one, this is a hard skill to practice, but it's really good to try our best. We know we use text evidence plus background knowledge equals an inference. So I know that when I whisper, I'm feeling shy or nervous and not confident. That's my background knowledge. And then in the text, I know that she, Faiza, is surrounded by other kids who none of them have headscarves. And it looks like nobody else is wearing a hijab at that school from this page right before this one. So I'm seeing evidence that maybe her sister is standing out. She's looking different than some of her classmates. And I'm using my background knowledge that tells me I whisper when I'm nervous or scared. So I made an inference. I said, I think Faiza whispered at first because she was feeling a little shy or embarrassed about her sister looking different. Do you think that could be? We're not totally sure why she whispered, but we can take our best guess. And then I'm also noticing that she realizes she shouldn't be embarrassed or shy about it, because later in the next page she says, I try again, louder. And she speaks up and she says it more proudly. She realizes, I don't need to be embarrassed about this. It's okay that my sister looks different because it's beautiful. Cool. I wonder what you inferred. I'm so interested to hear different ideas using your background knowledge in the text evidence. Let's continue. Asia's hijab isn't a whisper. Asia's hijab is like the sky on a sunny day. The sky isn't a whisper. It's always there, special and regular. The first day of wearing hijab is important, Mama had said. It means being strong. What a beautiful illustration. I turn, but I can't see the blue anymore. I run to the big kid's side. 27 steps to see Asia. Oh, I need to give her another hug. I need to see her smile. Faiza? Asia's eyes wonder why I'm here. Are you excited? I ask. About the first day of hijab? She nods, smiling big, and I feel better. So that kind of matches my inference. Maybe she was feeling shy or worried, and she's going to check with her sister to give her some confidence. Someone laughs from nearby, a boy pointing at Asya. Why? Asya's hijab isn't a laugh. Asya's hijab is like the ocean waving to the sky. It's always there, strong and friendly. Some people won't understand your hijab, Mama had said. But if you understand who you are, one day they will too. Okay, we're going to stop on this page today, and we're going to read the next half of the book in our next lesson. Great job today doing 4 of the great 8 strategies. I'm so impressed. I hope you had a really good time talking to your Turn and Talk partner. We're going to do the rest next time. For now, let's give ourselves 4 yeses for these great 8 strategies. Ready? Yes, 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 yes. Nice job. Kiss your brain. So proud of you, and I'm really excited to finish this book in our next lesson. Until then, me and Would Be the Second, we'll see you next time. Bye.